Hello all. Today we are going to learn Firewall Basics. It's in Unit 5 in Information and Cyber Security. So what is a firewall? A firewall is a device or the software designed to control the flow of a traffic into and out of a network. A firewall is a device installed between the internal network of an organization and the rest of the network. It designed to forward some packets and filter others. For example, the firewall may filter all incoming packets for the specific host or the specific server, such as HTTP, or it can be used to deny access for the specific host or services in organization. The firewall are a set of tools. It monitors the flow of traffic between network, placed at the network level and working closely with the routers. It filters all the network packets to determine whether or not to forward them towards their destination. Working architecture of firewall. A firewall is often installed away from the rest of the network so that no incoming requests get directly to the private network resources. If it is configured properly, systems on one side of a firewall are protected from the system on the other side. Firewall generally filter traffic based on two methodologies. The firewall can allow the traffic except what is specific as restricted. It relies on the type of firewall used, the sources, the destination address, and the ports. A firewall can deny any traffic that does not meet the specific criteria based on the network layer on which the firewall operates. The type of criteria used to determine whether traffic should be allowed through varies from one type to another. The firewall may be concerned with the type of traffic or with the source of or destination addresses and the ports. The firewall may also use complex rules based on analyzing the application data and determine if the traffic should be allowed through. Firewall classifications. Firewall provide greater protections, relies on the policies that are configured on it. The firewall main technologies available today are hardware firewall, software firewall, packet filter firewalls, proxy firewalls, application gateways, circuit level gateways, and a stateful packet inspection. A hardware firewall is preferred when the firewall is required on more than one machine. Hardware firewall provides an additional layer of security to the physical network. The disadvantage of this approach is that if one firewall is compromised, all the machines that it serves are vulnerable. Software firewall. A software firewall is the second layer of security and secure the network from malware, worms, and viruses, and also email attachments. It looks like any other program and it can be customized based on the network requirement. Software firewall can be customized to include antivirus program and to block sites and images. Packet filtering firewall. Packet filtering firewall filters at the network or transport layer. It provides network security by filtering network communication based on the information contained in a TCP/IP header of each packet. The firewall examines these headers and uses the information to decide whether to accept and route a packet along to their destination or deny the packets by dropping them. The packet filter firewall is a router that uses a filter table to decide which packet must be discarded. Packet filtering makes a decision based upon the following header information: the source IP address, the destination IP address, the network protocol in use like TCP, ICMP, or UDP, the TCP or UDP source port, the TCP or UDP destination port, If protocol is ICMP, then it's message type. Proxy firewall. The packet filter firewall is based on the information available in the network and transport layer header. However, sometimes we need to filter a message based on the information available in the message itself at the application layer. For example, assume that the organization is only allows those users who have previous established business relation with the company. Then access to other users must be blocked. In this case, packet filter firewall is not feasible because it can't distinguish between the different packets arriving at TCP port 80. Here, proxy firewall come into the light as a solution. Install a proxy computer between the customer and the corporation computer. When the user client process send a message, the proxy firewall run the server process to receive the request. The server open the packets at the application level and confirms whether request is acceptable or not. If it is, the server acts as a client process and send the message to the real server. Otherwise, the message is dropped. In this way, the requests of external user are filtered based on the content at the application level. Application gateway. This firewall analyzes the application level information to make decision about whether or not to transmit the packets. Application gateway act as a mediator for the applications such as email, FTP, Telnet, HTTP, and so on. An application gateway verifies the communication by asking for the authentication to pass the packets. It can also perform a conversion function on a data if necessary. For example, an application gateway can configure to restrict FTP commands to allow only get command and deny put command. Application gateway can be used to protect vulnerable services on protected system. A direct communication between the end user and a destination services is not permitted. These are the common disadvantages of application gateways, like slower performance, lack of transparency, need for the proxies for each application, limit to the application awareness. Circuit level gateway. Circuit level gateway works at the session layer of OSI model or TCP layer of the TCP IP. They forward data between the network without verifying it. It blocks incoming packets on the host but allow the traffic to pass through itself. Information passes to remote computers through it appears to have originated from the gateway. Circuit level gateways operate by relaying TCP connection from the trusted network to the untrusted network. This means that a direct connection between the client and server never occur. The main advantage of circuit level gateway is that it provides services for many different protocols and it can be adapted to serve an even greater variety of communication. A SOC proxy is a typical implementation of a circuit level gateway. Firewall provides a greater protection when someone probing a network for the computers or attempting to crash a services on a computer or attempting to crash a computer. Also, someone attempting to gain access to the computer to use a resources or the information. Firewall limitations. It cannot protect from the attacks bypassing it, like utility modems, trusted organization, trusted services. It also cannot protect against the internal threats like internal employee. Cannot protect against the transfer of viruses, infected programs, or the files because of huge range of operating system and file types.